Welcome to Loomia's Smart Skin Tactile Sensing Developer Kit webinar. We are excited to share our latest developer kit launch with this community. The Loomia electronic layer is a patented, soft and flexible circuit. This technology has gone through extensive testing over the past 10 years to prove durability and robustness. Loomia has been working on tactile sensing since 2018, when we built a sensor glove for the robotics company, Festo. Since then, we have worked on custom tactile sensors for Fortune 50 companies, shipping over 1,000 units. Now, we are making our tactile sensing technology available for all developers through our Tactile Sensing Developer Kit. From July 8th to July 31st, the kit is available for pre-order. We will ship all ordered kits by November 30th, 2025. Now, Jennifer from our team will give you a demo of the kit, showing how quick and easy it is to set up our sensors. Jennifer, take it away.
So let's dive right in. In the Tactile Sensing Development Kit, you'll find a lot of the existing sensors that Loomia has had out on the market and has patented and proven technology that is in reference to our force sensors. Here you'll find the single force sensor, our mini matrix sensor, and our mega matrix force sensor. With this, and with the years that these sensors have been out and on the market and in use in a variety of different industries, we've been able to iterate off of them and now bring to the market our new capacitive sensors. These capacitive sensors have a much higher sensitivity. They're much more stable, and they are able to detect feather light touches. For our new line of capacitive sensors, you will have our single capacitive sensor, our long linear capacitive sensor, with this being the sensor part, and this you can apply over any surface as needed. You will also find our serpentine design for the capacitive sensor. This one has a lot more capacitive sensors at the end, and you will also have the stretchy serpentine sensor for our capacitive sensor, which provides a little bit more stretch if that is something that's needed in your application. Getting set up with these and trying them out, whether through tabletop testing or any existing project that you want to integrate these into for a quick trial run, is meant to be quick, easy, and efficient. All of our sensors have adjustable attachment methods. So whether you would like throughput holes and you want to solder onto these, or if you want an easier surface to solder, you can trim this lower portion off and instead solder directly to the larger pads. That is an option. Or if you want to do no soldering, you can trim the throughput holes and instead just use alligator clips on the bigger pads, and it'll still function as needed. Because our capacitive sensors innately are already very thin, malleable, and flexible, you're free to overlay them on any curved surface, flat surface, whichever you choose. So this will apply even to the linear capacitive sensor. The sensor is here at the end, and you are free to overlay it as needed. Once again, if you do need more stretch, then that's where this sensor serpentine design would be better suited to those functions. You will receive 2 of each, one with no adhesive backing for you to leave open and free as needed, and one with an adhesive backing. It will only require you to peel it off, and you'll be able to stick it on any surface as needed. As you can see, it's a strong adhesive, so it won't go anywhere. You will also have access to custom-made testing rigs. These rigs were designed so that you can individually test just the active area of the sensor. In addition to the custom-made testing rigs, We'll also be providing you with the weights that have already been modified to only have a touch point that is the same size as the active area on our sensors. In this case, if you want to test each cell individually in the matrix, you can do so with these testing rigs. It's as simple as adjusting the weight that you want to test. In this case, I'm using the 10-gram weights. This alone is 10 grams as well. So here we are looking at 40 grams, sliding it into the custom-made testing rig, and simply with this design, it makes it easier to see the active area of the sensor. So you can align it and it'll only touch that sensor. Because of the elevated structure of it right here, it won't be pressing down on any of the other sensors. So it's easy to isolate and get individual readings for each one in case you need to just test one sensor, or you want to test consistency across them, or you need to do troubleshooting. This makes it easier to isolate and test sensors as needed. Or if you want to test just the lone sensor, it all works and functions the same. So with that in mind, you will also have access to single gram weights, once again, combined with a single gram dedicated testing rig that you can slot in and use as needed. The tactile sensing development kit will also come with our new tactile sensing glove. This is meant to be adjustable and fit a variety of different sizes. In the finger pads of the glove, you'll find our tactile sensors, and it's easy to remove and take off. So whether you want to simply start collecting tactile data with your own hands or a robotic hand that you already have in development or that you've purchased, you can slide on the glove as needed and it will be adjustable to fit different sizes. You will also be provided with a preloaded Arduino board. This will already contain the code that you need to collect data from either our single sensors or the matrix sensors. After reading the setup documentation and protocols, you can start testing with as little as 10 minutes, as we will test out right now. So here we'll have our timer, and let's get testing. So start out with your preloaded Arduino board and your sensor of choice. In this case, I will be testing the mini matrix where I've already taken the liberty to solder ahead of time. In this case, I use the bigger pads. In general, there are two types of pads, the throughput holes and then tinier pads. You can solder or cut off any as needed for your convenience. In this case, I use the much bigger ones. With the mini matrix, it does require the use of pull down resistors. And for the mini matrix, 3 wires go to the Arduino input pins and the other 3 go to the control pins. Adding in ground. You're good to go with the circuit setup. And here we can see the output. That initial reading was from me touching the sensors, but as you can see, currently every single sensor on this matrix is at 0 because there is no weight being pressed on it. I am going to press this. So this is row 1, row 2, row 3. I will press row 1, column 1, which corresponds to that very bright blue. And as I continue to move down, this is row 3, column 3. Now I'm at the center. And trying out our testing rig, if I want to only test out row 1, column 1, all I have to do is line it up. Because of the elevated structure of the testing rig, it won't press down on any of the other sensors. So if you want to isolate the reading for just one sensor when you're testing, all you have to do is place it over it and add in the weight. Align it and keep it stable. If I want, I can remove weights, move another weight, move another weight. And as we see it steadily decreasing with every weight that I increase. If I decide to remove the whole weight, it goes back to its starting value. So I was able to get it set up even with a bit of hiccups and getting a little bit of data. We are around 6 minutes. So definitely less than 10 minutes just to get this set up. And this was all done with everything already included in the developer kit. Setting up the mini matrix will probably be the most time consuming out of all of them, which as we saw will at most take around 6 minutes. Setting up the capacitive sensors are a lot easier because as opposed to the 6 pads that we were dealing with before, this one only has 2, the ground and the signal pad. I've already gone ahead and set it up here. And once again, with the preloaded Arduino board, I've put on a glove just to show the adhesiveness because chances are you won't be putting the sensor directly onto human skin. This is our simple sensor.
Our developer kit will also come with visualization software for easy data analysis. We can't wait to get these components in your hands. Pre-order your developer kit today.